Question the House to now adjourn. I call the member for Holt.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, this Saturday on the 5th of March, the Oromo Media Network Pacific, the acronym being OMNP, in conjunction with the Australian Oromo Community Association in Victoria, has organised a celebration of the OMNP second anniversary, which is commencing at 2 p.m. at the Flemington Primary School. The OMNP is a not-for-profit, non-partisan news organisation whose purpose is to produce first-hand, citizen-driven reporting on Oromia, the largest and most populous state in Ethiopia. The anniversary will be marked by the visit of Oromia Media Network Director Mr Jawar Mohammed and Professor Mohammed Hassan Ali of Georgia State University in Atlanta. This anniversary will also highlight an issue that I've raised in this House before, the ongoing persecution of the Oromo peoples in Ethiopia. The Oromos are the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia. Its population constitutes over 40% of the 100 million people who live there. The Oromo people are an ancient peoples with a rich culture and heritage. They also have been oppressed by consecutive Ethiopian governments and regimes for the last century. The Oromos are protesting against the Addis Ababa Integrated Development Master Plan. This master plan is designed to expand the Ethiopian capital city of Addis Ababa. This will result effectively in the displacement of 2 million Oromo farmers off their ancestral lands without any compensation. At present, 500,000 Oromos have already been displaced and evicted. Local Oromo activist Toltu Tufa has said, "The master plan is designed to be put in effect over a span of 25 years, with the final phase occurring in 2038. When it's fully complete, it will incorporate 36 towns and 17 rural districts of the Oromo region into the greater Addis Ababa territory. And this includes towns like Finfani, Sulata, Dukum, Chanko, Adama, Ambo, Sabata, Mojo and other towns. It will encompass a total area estimated to be 1.1 million hectares. In response to the protest by the Oromos, the Ethiopian government has announced it would deploy a full military force against all protesters, labelling these protesters as terrorists. Oromos have been protesting around the world, including in Melbourne since April 2014, when the Integrated Development Plan was revealed to the public. In Ethiopia, university students staged protest rallies, and in response, the Ethiopian government forces brutally killed over 70 students, injured hundreds and incarcerated thousands. This caused a flare-up of protests across Oromia. On the 12th of November 2015, there was a resurgence of these protests after an incident around the land of a small-town public school in Oromia which was being sold. What happened is the government killed elementary school students in that town, and that provoked further national resistance of the movement which has shaken the country. In response to that particular atrocity and the ongoing persecution of the Oromo peoples, the European Parliament on the 21st of January this year issued an urgent motion condemning the recent use of violence by the security forces and the increased number of cases of human rights violations in Ethiopia. It calls for a credible, transparent and independent investigation into the killings of at least 140 protesters and into other alleged human rights violations in connection with the protest movement after the May 2015 federal elections in this country. The motion also calls on the Ethiopian authorities to stop suppressing the free flow of information, to guarantee the rights of local civil society and media, and to facilitate access throughout Ethiopia for independent journalists and human rights monitors. The EU, as the largest single donor, should ensure that EU development assistance is not contributing to human rights violations in Ethiopia. In addition, Mr Speaker, many Oromos in Australia are also lobbying our federal government to provide a stronger, more considered response to the immediate and escalating crisis in Ethiopia in light of the ongoing persecution. I wish to thank some very important people, Senke Weshe, Biftu Gutama, Toltu Tufa and Abdera Hana from the southeastern region Oromo community for their continual advocacy and work in organising politicians' awareness of the ongoing persecution of the Oromo community and keeping us informed about what's happening in Ethiopia. There are terrible things that are happening in this place, Mr Speaker. I owe to this parliament to bring it to the attention. I condemn the Ethiopian government for the protests of these people and urge that they cease this ongoing persecution.